Assalamu alaikum everyone, this is Mac here and I welcome you all to my YouTube channel which is called Mac Vlogs. Before we proceed with our podcast with my guest, it would be a little bit request to all the audience and followers who are going to be watching this segment of mine. So if you don't mind, can you just go and press subscribe button for Mac Vlogs? That would be an honor for me that you're going to be become part of the audience from today, and for the notifications you will keep getting if you press the bell icon as well. Thank you. So let's begin by saying wow. Why did I say wow? Because in Pakistan we see lots and lots of youth and talent, but we don't get to understand where is that talent until and unless they're being given the platforms to express themselves and come forward and talk on their content or this whether they're leadership. So I have got this young talent of Pakistan on Mac Vlogs this evening because she is really a leader. I would say she is a leader. Her name is Asma Tariq, and the topic which she has chosen to be on Mac Vlogs to express herself is called personal development. But again, I want to say something else as well. What does she do, and why she is such a phenomenal talent? She is a founder of Pakistan Leadership Programs, which she is a very great leader, which I have come to know and have done my research on. She's, let me just put it on the screen so you will know what I'm talking about. Number one, she's the founder of Pakistan's Leadership Program. Number two, one of the youngest published author. Number three, she has won the RoundTable Global Youth Award in 2021 in UK. I mean, from UK from Pakistan in the leadership. So there are many, many more qualities of her which I would like to express and say, but I think I would need more time. So I shouldn't be talking this now. Let's welcome Asma Tariq on Mac Vlogs. Good evening, Asma. How are you?
I'm good. Good evening. And it's honor for me to be here and to talk with the audience. Yes, I'm Asma Tariq. I'm from Gujarat, Pakistan. I'm the founder of Pakistan Leadership Program. I'm one of the youngest author. I have written more than 5 books. With that, I have written more than 300 articles, and these are all about social and personal development. I'm working for youth leadership and that together, I believe that together we can all progress together because we all need to learn and every time. So it's not like that I'm sharing, I have learned already. It's like we are learning together, we are achieving together, and we are progressing together.
Definitely. You're absolutely correct in saying that we learn from each other irrespective of age, color, or religion. I think we can learn from everybody because that's important. How you learn and how you empower others and proceed in your life to become a better leader in life, basically, because I don't think everyone can become leader overnight. It takes time and a lot of struggles and a lot of hard work to attain and achieve the why are we considered as leaders. So if I would like to ask you that you're quite young, you're quite very young and you have a lot of bright future to look forward to, what are the key elements in the future? In the leadership you see that is important for a young girl like you or the young boys and girls out there in Pakistan to become leader? What are the key points they need in their lives? Would you like to say something on that, and then we'll take it forward?
All right, exactly. I think this is, the one thing is that that's all about learning. That's I always keep that in my mind. It's about learning, unlearning, and relearning. I think that's the formula that we should always be following and keep that in mind, and that helps us to become a leader. Now the thing is that when we it comes to a leadership and leader, we always think that we are going to lead the people. People are going to be following us, but the thing is that right now we don't need people to follow us. The first step is that we need to be a self leader. Right now the whole world is working on that, and it's a new concept where people are believing in self leadership, and that's the most important thing. If you are leading your life, that's the most important thing. Then you can lead others, you if you want to. But the first time is that in your life that need to be clear that what you want to do. what's your priorities, and why you need to lead your life. Because what we do, why we are feeling pity in our life and we are in pittiness, because we feel that our life is controlled by others. We don't have enough control on our life, and that push us backward, backward, and backward. So when we take the control of our own life, there the actual leadership starts. And the day you start leading your life, you are taking the responsibility of your happiness, your sadness, your all excuses, all the things. The day you start taking the responsibility of all that stuff of your own self, the day you become the leader. And for me, that person is a leader who is leading his own life. You don't need to lead the people's. At first, lead your own life. When you are able to lead your own life and when you achieve the stuff that you want to achieve, then you can lead others. So right
When was
now
the?
I see, yeah, please.
Sorry, sir. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to add that, like, that's a new
Okay.
concept. And throughout the world, especially in Pakistan, I'm feeling that everyone wants to be a leader. But why? Because we want followers. And in that perspective, what happens? You might get a follower, but your own life is like a directionless. You are not happy in your own life. You are not satisfied in your own life. You have no direction in your own life. You are still, if you even if you reached at some position, still you are not satisfied. Why? Because throughout your life you just focused on for on making followers and on leading others. So right now, our young people especially need to take control of their own lives and lead their own self. Then we will talk about others.
What is something which you do different from the youth of Pakistan is not doing? That's why you have been seen in all the other platforms. Mind me, I have seen you in many public events, okay, and I've seen and heard about you a lot, that you are playing your role and part in coming forward in speaking up, which many youngsters feel shy or not confident enough to be on the stage, on the world stage. So what are you doing which the other kids, young boys and girls are not doing? And add on, when was the right what was the time you realized that you can and you are a leader in yourself?
Okay, I realized I think that when I realized that credit I gonna give to the my mom, and especially the books I used to read, uh, to the knowledge. You need something in your life to get some direction. It can be books, it can be some another speakers, it can be your parents, it can be anything. But you need something that push you. So for me, it's these are the books, variety of books I used to learn, and they always give us new ideas, new directions, and push me forward. And when I
Do
see
you
when I
travel?
used,
Do you
yeah.
travel around? Do you travel around? Because people say that when you travel, you learn a lot.
Yes, I travel around, but I used to travel alone, and I don't want to connect with the people. That's another because of my nature. So yes, if you are extrovert, if you love to connect with the people, yes, traveling also provides you a lot. And even if you're just an observer, still you learn a lot. When I think being an observer, you learn more because you just observe this stuff and you used to learn different cultures, and I love to do that. I used to observe different cultures since childhood, and there you get some ideas like what is the problem. I think so. Why is the difference point, as you said, why I what I do. The thing is that I don't believe on the one idea. If I have one idea, i I do keep search for another idea, and then I compare the ideas, then I investigate this stuff. And when I investigate, when I search more, that gives me a better information, that give me a better direction. So I think that is the one thing that I feel, or uh, especially our youth doesn't do that, and they don't do what they just believe in the one idea. Whatever people are saying, just believing in, and they don't believe in investigation. So right now I'm highly working on that, that we need to investigate more and more. If you have information, investigate. Whatever you are getting, investigate. Even what I'm saying, investigate. Search more. And then you will get better information, better ideas, and better direction.
लोग कहते हैं कि sorry, the boss, I'm sorry, maybe a politician, he thinks only for 5 years, और जो लीडर होता है वो 50 साल के बारे में बस आगे का सोचता है, तो हमारे पाकिस्तान में जो नौजवान है, जो हम देख रहे हैं कि पाकिस्तान का फ्यूचर क्या है एंड कहाँ है, because we need future leaders for Pakistan, because I don't see any leaders in Pakistan. Please correct me. I'm sure you know Pakistan more than me. कि पाकिस्तान में हम कहाँ से लीडर्स डेवलप कर सकते हैं और किस प्लेटफॉर्म्स पे उन लीडर्स को ला के पब्लिक स्पीकिंग के थ्रू उनके कॉन्फिडेंस को रेज कर सकते हैं। बिकॉज एक और हमारे एक चाहने वाले हैं जो देख रहे हैं, उनका एक सवाल आया है, उनका नाम रजा सूर्या है, एंड आई एम श्योर यू माइट बी नोइंग हिम और नॉट, आई एम नॉट श्योर। उनका सवाल है हाउ टू गेट कॉन्फिडेंस। तो यही सवाल मैं आपसे इसलिए करने लगा हूँ कि जब तक हमारे पास लीडर्स नहीं होंगे, पब्लिक स्पीकर्स नहीं होंगे, तो कॉन्फिडेंस तो पहले होता है, तो ये लीडर्स और पब्लिक स्पीकर्स बनते हैं तो प्लेटफॉर्म में जाके अपने आप को एक्सप्रेस करते हैं। तो आपके हिसाब से लीडर्स बनने के लिए क्या करना चाहिए और कॉन्फिडेंस गेन करने के लिए क्या प्रैक्टिस करनी चाहिए?
Right. First, I would take the question about the confidence, like how you get confidence. I
How to
am
get
a
confidence? Yeah.
Yes, because I was the kid who doesn't have any like I was very shy student. I didn't had any student throughout my childhood. Since even my childhood, I'm used to read the books. The one thing is that why we don't have the confidence. First thing is that you don't have the knowledge. You don't have the idea. When your head is empty, when your mind is empty, you don't know what to talk, what to discuss. So the first step towards confidence is that you need something. You need some knowledge. We said we used to wear different accessories, good clothes, because that gives us some kind of confidence. So I used to recommend all the kids, like if you want confidence, the first thing is that you need some new knowledge. Work on that. Work on your mind. Gain some new knowledge, some new stuff which nobody knows.
You're
And
saying,
once
let me put it short by saying that a person should gain knowledge about certain topic which he feels that he can become confident when he speak to people. Even 100 people in auditorium will not mind until and unless you have the knowledge about that topic. Are you saying that?
Yeah, no, I'm saying that you need, even in life, if you want confidence, you need something. Then you will feel confident. So the first step towards confidence is always have you need something, and that is knowledge. You need to
what
work
what is
on
the
your.
way of what is the way to train your mind to become confident? I think that question really arises in many people's mind, that I am confident but I am not expressive with my confidence outside.
Exactly, and there, if you have knowledge, you need to do start the practice. You need to start using your knowledge. Uh, I started with writings. Like I used to write, so that was my first step. And then when I said that like people are used to like my writings and they are gonna talk about that, then I start speaking. So the first thing is you have to take a step. Then if you think you have the stuff, you need to take a step. It can be, but it can start it even with two people. It can
Have
even
you
start
ever
it with
have you ever
yourself.
done public speaking in your school life, college life, and your work life, which currently you are in?
I didn't do any public speaking throughout my school life. Yes, used to. I used to work on myself, and then first time when I did it was when I was ninth standard. Because before that I just worked on myself. Before that I just feel that the shyness and what would happen if I made some mistake. And after that, the other thing that put us behind, that what would happen if I made a mistake. So you always made a mistake. Then I used to listen other people, and when I used to listen other people, I realized that everybody is making some mistake. It's not the me. So if they are making mistake and people are still listening, people are still clapping, So why shouldn't I start? I have a better idea.
Are you afraid to commit a mistake to learn from it? Because I feel, and my father, he gave me a very good lesson of my life. So these three things I'm just saying because you're a youth, and I'm sure you will remember this in future to speak it up in front of the other people as well for adapting this, which is lacking in Pakistan. You know, I feel that it's lacking. That is education, training, and experience. Okay, this the youth really need to understand for their personal growth, and that is education tells you what to do, training tells you how to do, and experience tells you what you should not do. So there, the question of making mistakes is good at times to gain experience and confidence to become an experienced person for the future. Do you agree to that?
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly like that. And why now I would like to connect your this question, answer with the question like why we don't have leaders, why we don't have young leaders? Because every young leader is waiting to become an expert. So when you are waiting to become an expert, you never become. You have to start you have to start taking this step as a fresher, and as you said, with the passage of time you get the experience and all that, and that's why we are lacking of that. But yes, uh, with that, the realities are also very different. The problems of Pakistan are very different with the other world. Right now, if we talk, our nation needs to get the awareness, so it would take time, but I have good hopes from the youth. I somehow, people might, they don't have that, but I still feel that they are going to make some change. They are going to do something which is good.
Okay. As a leader yourself, what who had inspired you in your life to look up to him or her in your life, whether it could be somebody really inspiring, somebody who had inspired you to look towards becoming a leader for future, who that person is and why, and what was their qualities that has changed your mind to become a leader.
Okay, I think this is my mom. I was born in a family where people take their stand, right? So they speak up for the right. So I used to listen throughout my childhood. Was my upbringing was like that. So the first was my mom. She always like take the right stand, and then the stories she shared with me all about the brave people, and the books I used to read. So they inspired me. Qaide Azam, Liaquat Ali Jana, they all are Liaquat Ali Khan, Fatima Jana. They are all the people I always look up and look up at them, and
But
I
I
will
would,
want.
but the fact is that the names which you have mentioned now are nowhere to be heard in Pakistan except some. I sorry to say this because if you talk to our youth, they are very much busy in the social media. So if you talk about the leadership programs or leadership qualities, or even ask them who was the great leader for our founding nation, for Pakistan even, they will not even know about him because they don't do the research that how the Pakistan was made as a leader who fought and helped us become a Pakistani. Do you have any answer
Exactly.
to it?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And there we need to make, like we made a mistake actually. The elders made a mistake. They didn't present our heroes like that. We always like why people are looking up at Western countries, why looking up for their content? Because they present their content. They presented their heroes like that you look up at them. We didn't present them. We hardly made such documentaries, we hardly made such films, such dramas, which got the connection of attraction of people, especially the young people. If we talk about for the kids, where we have the content for the kids, we don't have the content for the kids. I have a younger sister, and I know I have to work hard to like share some good content with her. And when I look up for a good content, I'm sorry, I get the Western content and I compare the quality. I always prefer the Western content because there the content is better, and we don't see such content here. So if you want from your kids to look into your culture, to follow the heroes there, then you have to share their stories with them. I can talk about them because my mom used to share their stories with me. I used to uh, read the books about them. I used to read the book like Jana se Qaide Azam Tak. I would really, if people are listening me, I would really recommend them. It's written by Fatima Jana about the life of Qaide Azam, Jana se Qaide Azam, and it's a wonderful book where you would get all about the Qaeda Azam. So, which certainly would inspire you. But yes, we don't search, we don't investigate. So that is the biggest problem.
Wow, really inspiring. Well, as a youth, as a youngster, don't you think that you should take an initiative of changing the mindset of youngsters in Pakistan to divert themselves from becoming job seekers to becoming an entrepreneur, which is lacking in Pakistan because lots of people don't know even what does entrepreneur means, because I believe the entrepreneur is someone who creates unique ideas for job creation in our country for the future leadership, right? So as a youngster, as a youth, have you thought about it that how you can inspire youngsters to stop always thinking about looking for jobs rather than finding themselves to become an entrepreneur, to become future leaders? Have you ever thought about that?
Yeah, exactly. My recent article was about that. Like कोई it was in Urdu, and कोई काम छोटा नहीं होता. And I really have a proud on the people like who even there people are saying even after masters they are used to put stalls on the roads. They are doing work. That's awesome. But yes, there one thing I really want to share that when we talk about entrepreneurship, it's something called as a fashion, and it's the fashion in the upper class, it's the fashion in Islamabad, in countries. They used to bring the ideas from the America and from UK, which is not able to, you can't run them here. You have to bring the ideas here which are applicable here, which you can uh,
I have a
and the
very
thing.
unique description. I'm sorry I'm cutting you out, but I think you can
Yeah, yeah.
continue after that. There's a fact that we are very good in copywriting. Okay, copywriting in the sense like we can copy and paste very quickly. Our nation is based on that, I would believe. Sorry for that. Correct me. I might not be knowing a little bit what exactly the people are thinking of Pakistan, but the fact is, it's a reality. If we can't bring Starbucks to Pakistan as an investor, you know, because it's a different coffee idea. So what we do, we create a different name which is called Satar Baksh. Am I right? Okay. Now the fact is that Pakistan needs different ideas and the leaders of Pakistan so that their brand can be pitched in Middle East, in Europe. We don't see our Pakistani brands because we don't have leaders and entrepreneurs to take our own brand and ideas outside. Because the problem is that we are still stick to Pakistani market, that we are not taking it abroad to make people recognize that we have wonderful brains and minds which can change and make the brands. What do you have to say on that?
Yeah, exactly. The thing is that we are not presenting our own stuff. We are not presenting our own things. The startup that are working in the Pakistan, they are right now running on fundings. Right? If you look into the reality is that it's a reality check is very different. What we actually present. So right now, yes, I am into people should do entrepreneurship, but yes, what problem is that right now we have a freelancing in the recent year, so everybody start like preaching freelancing. Then it's about startups, so everybody start preaching start. The thing is that it's all about balance. You need startups, you need
The
entrepreneurs.
youngsters' problem and the issues of their mindset, which I have been assessing for quite some time, they are just saying how to become a freelancer or how to start earning, how I can make money, how I can make $1,000 a month. These are the questions of the youth because they want to earn. That's not wrong. It's good for bread and butter. But the fact is that why can't they work on themselves to find the talent in themselves and the ideas which can, with the combine of people, if they're 1 plus 1 is 2 and 2 plus 2 is 4. So if one can combine with 4 people, so it means 4 minds are working in different directions, and 4 ideas can definitely start a good startup. And once a startup is ready and the idea is ready to be implemented, here you go. Automatically, you will go for your business plan to the banks and for the investors to put their money in your idea, and the startups can definitely come up with grand ideas, right? Why can't the youngsters think like that way? Because you are a youngster and you're always among them. Maybe do you ever hear anything like that?
Honestly, it's not about the youngs only. They're the problem made by the elders. I'm sorry, I'm saying that. We have few speakers, we have few leaders here, and when you look at them, they are just busy in making the, uh, I call it forge. They are just making it busy in the followers. So they are preaching one thing. I would also disagree with that. Right now, I'm sorry, Pakistan is not a space for the startup and for the modern startup. Pakistan needs more traditional business. We have a lot of on in the agriculture, in the food industry, in the textile industry. We need traditional stuff. We don't need modern startup. We uh, Kriana Dukan is a very good idea. If you just give a touch of, here we have a very it's a famous formula, touch of, give a Islamic touch. So I actually use it in my sense, give a technology touch. Our traditional ideas are very good. We just need to give them a traditional technology touch. You just need to give a tech touch. We have a very good agriculture industry. It's gonna progress very soon, because in the future we need the agriculture. We still need the basic necessities. We don't need Ola, we don't need Starbucks. Our lassi idea is better. You need to work on our traditional stuff. You can't bring that stuff. Whenever you bring others ideas in your own country, you are not going to get the progress. It's not going to
I
happen.
totally agree.
That's the reality check, and that's what we do. Nelson Mandela can be a leader of their nation, but he can't be a leader of Pakistani nation, because Pakistan needs an other leader. Their mindset are different. So our leaders, our elders, everyone do have what we read some stuff of a grace of a Gora, and then as you said, we copy paste it here. That
we are
can't
too
be
much
happen.
we are too much into goras and white people, that they are the ones who are very educated, so we have to be behind them. That's the whole mindset which needs to be changed in Pakistan for sure, because we Asians are very talented, multi-talented people, but then again we try to compete with the wrong people. Okay. So Asma, tell me that where do we see you in future as a future leader, and which profession and which talent you feel that you can take out of young girls to create more, I mean, to make them more future leaders? Because if you're a leader yourself, I'm sure you can inspire the young girls to become the leaders for future as well. So which profession are we seeing, or where do we see Asma Tariq in future as a future leader?
Uh, I I even don't know, because I want to do a lot of things. I have a personality which love to do multiple stuff. But yes, wherever you would see me, and in a better place. I hope so. And I would, what is my priorities, to share the real knowledge, to spread the awareness, and that's my motto. And I will be working on that. With anyways, I training sessions, through the writing, through the videos. By any means, I'm gonna do that, and I hope it will bring some sort of change, a good change.
Wonderful. I am really truly touched by your, you know, the way you have expressed yourself. So that's really so nice of you, and the confidence which you have. So keep it up and keep making Pakistan shine globally. So what can you just express with the positive message out there for all the youngsters to look up to themselves, how they can change for their personal development and growth to become future leaders. The positive message, and then we're going to wrap it up.
Yeah, sure. I just wanna say them. Just you need some. Just follow, learn, unlearn, and relearn. That's what you need in your life. And with that, yes, decide your priorities. The first step is that you decide your priorities, and once you are clear with the priorities, you are going to get everything. Look up, use the technology, and it's gonna help you. So just take an initiative. The most important thing is as a take an initiative. You like don't wait for to become an expert. Just start.
Keep working, keep smiling, keep shining because Pakistan need people like you, the youngsters who are really inspiring. When you're inspiring, other people automatically connects with you and they want to learn and they want to empower. So wonderful. Great journey of yours. I wish you all the best in your life. If you need any help, any support, any guidance from MacVlog's platform to express on a different content, or you feel that you really want to share anything with the international audience, if I have been feel blessed to have you once again, that would be an honor. So please feel free. Before you go, I always ask all my guests, I don't want to be too much into it, but it's just a way of expressing from the guest a small shout out so that MacVlogs can keep on working hard so that I can help connect and promote everyone globally. A small shout out.
Sure, sure. Yes, please like, share, and subscribe MacLogs because here you are getting diverse kind of information, and which is gonna blow your mind. So yes, stay connected with MacVlogs.
Thank you so much, everyone. That was Asma Tariq for you. Youngsters like her are really truly blessed. Pakistan. I think Pakistan has a bright future when we have people like Asma Tariq who are doing a wonderful job. MashaAllah, she's a public speaker as well. I've seen and I've heard that very good positive things about her from people around me who are in a very important and influential positions. So Asma Tariq, I wish you all the best. Keep smiling once again. God bless you and make Pakistan frowns. Pakistan, Zindabad.
Bye bye.
Assalamu alaikum. Don't forget to subscribe. I forgot to mention that again. Subscribe, share, and like Mac Vlogs because that's what all I can do. Connect and promote everyone. See you. God bless you. Good night and keep smiling. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.